Hello guys, now we are starting the CSS part of web development. Until now, I teach the HTML. So now it's time to brief you about the CSS. So this is the introductory video. So first come to what is CSS. So CSS is a language for describing how documents are presented visually and how they are arranged and styled. So until you have learned about how we design the form, the HTML page, and we set the main contents like headings, subheadings, paragraph. We design a forms. We take different inputs of the forms like text fields, buttons, checkbox, radio buttons, etc. So CSS will basically style the selectors and elements of the HTML. So what type of color we want to have in our websites, like button color, text color, etc. We can set the sizes, borders, etc. using CSS. So CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. We will cover the cascading part in a bit. Don't worry about it for now, because CSS part is not short. It's quite lengthy, but we will try to cover the main contents. CSS is very easy and very interesting. You will never get bored with CSS. So let's start. So the basic rule of CSS is that we define we write a selector. So the basic CSS include these three things. This is the basic CSS rule, which include three things. This selector can be the paragraph, can be the button, can be the division, div tag, can be section, can be span, and we can directly use the button element by writing button, paragraph, etc., and can also use the ID, unique identifier, for that. So selector, and then we have brackets. Inside bracket is the property, which type of property you want to apply, like the color, like the background color, like the width, font size, height, line spacing, etc. and we set the value. If color, we write the color name, the color code. If it is the width, height, etc., size, so we write the size in different units. So this is example of CSS heading selector. So this is we took h1 and color we set, for example, purple. So this is the property, like property value selector. So selector is h1, property is color, and value is purple. So we can take the image img tag. So we can set the width and height of this img. Included style. When we talk about the style, so we can set the style or we can apply the CSS styles to HTML in three different ways. First is the inline style. So this include the style inside the line. So you can write your style directly inline on each element. Like you are writing the heading, you are writing some paragraph. So inside paragraph you can mention the color, the font size, etc. But this is not a good idea. The reason is that whenever you have to repeat that color for another paragraph, another tag, so you have to repeat that for each element in line. Like if we have 10 paragraphs and you apply inline style, so you have to repeat it 10 times. Then another way is the style element. you can write your style inside the style element. So this is inside the head. So as early stated, we have two main parts of the HTML page. One is the head and another is the body. So inside your head, we can write the style element, and inside style we mention which element to be styled. So this is also used, but I will not recommend it because the page will become too lengthy if we apply. So it will be better to have external style sheet. So we make another style sheet with the extension of .css rather than .html, and write all the css properties in that page, and we just refer to that page. So write your style in .css file and then include using link in the head of your HTML, and this is recommended. I myself apply this external style sheet method. So this is the link inside the head. So head include the title as it is stated earlier, and then we have a link. So this is the second way of writing the style. And this is an example of the external style sheet. So you design external style sheet, and then you make a link in your head, link relate, you relate style sheet and high reference, you give reference to that page. So my style, for example, is the page name .css is the extension. So come to the CSS properties. So we have the properties like text alignment, font weights, text decoration, line height, line spacing, and one more thing, text size. So there is difference between these properties. So we can see this is the text alignment example. So text alignment can be the start, this is the end, this is the end, and can be the center. So the common text alignment properties are start, end, left, right, center, justify, justify all. So you must be aware of all of these alignment properties. You are using the MS Word, so you apply this to your paragraphs. So another property is the width. So we can adjust the width of the fonts. We can increase or decrease. Another important property is the font weight. So it actually make the font bold and bold. So we can take the unit value as a normal, can bold, lighter, bolder. It can be between 100 and 900. So 100 is the minimum value and 900 is the maximum value. So text decoration. So we can decorate our text like underline, underline dotted, underline dotted red. So we can decorate our text. We can set the height of the line. So the line height property sets the height of the line box. It's commonly used to set the distance between the lines of text. On the block level elements, it specifies the minimum height of the line boxes within the element. So on non-replaced inline elements, it specifies the height that is used to calculate the line box. So it is a normal, can be in the pixels, can be in the percent. So we can increase the line height. Similarly, font size. So font size can be increased or decreased. We can take the values in the relative values like em, emphasize, vh, vw, percent, and so many more, or absolute values like pixels, points, cm, centimeters, inches, millimeters. So pixel by far the most commonly used absolute unit. One pixel does not necessarily equal the width of exactly one pixel, but for responsive websites, it is not normally recommended. We have font family like different font family like you can see in here different form family can be selected, so you can style it using your font family. We have another property, line spacing, so we can increase or decrease the spacing by using the letter spacing element. So letter spacing CSS property sets the horizontal spacing behavior between two characters, text characters. This value is added to the natural spacing between character while reading the text. So we have some selectors like universal selector. This is steric. So if we take steric, so this means whole website contents will be selected, and for example the color will be selected as a black. So this is not mostly recommended, because all the website color will be look same, but you can apply it if necessary. So it is already discussed. We have some more selectors like with comma you can apply the property with values to different elements like h1 comma h2 comma, so you can apply id selector. So it select the element with the id of logout. So this steric is used, this steric shows that this selector is the id, so logout will be the selector id selector for some button, so this color will be applied to that button. So the CSS box model will be covered. So we will cover the properties such as border. So we can change our border style, border width, border color, border style, padding, the main contents, and this border space can be changed using padding, and margin. So margin is between one content box with another. So this is the width and this is height. So width and height can be also changed. So this is border is style with the red color, and this is the main content. So this is the padding space. Border property include the border width, which controls the thickness of border color, and border style. So it can be dashed, solid, etc. So all of these will be discussed. We will be presented to you in next videos. So padding, you can apply padding to all the sides. So if we want to apply it to all the sides, we will take it as a one value, which is for example 10 pixels. If you take two values, 10 pixel and 5 and 10, so it will apply padding to horizontal and vertical. So first one is for vertical, second is for horizontal, and this is not mostly used top, horizontal, bottom, but this can be used so we write four values. The first one shows the right, then top, then right, this is bottom, and then left. This means it comes like the clocks wise, first top, then right, down, and then left. So like the padding, we have similar properties, similar way to set the margin. And we have then display property, so we can display our blocks in line or inline elements like vertical as in block. So display property include the inline, width and height are ignored. Margin and padding push the elements away horizontally but not vertically. So all elements like the paragraphs, like the divs can be shown in line, and all the block elements can be block elements break the flow of document. Width and height, margin and padding are respected. So inline block behave like the inline element, except width, height, margin and padding are respected. So we can modify our block level and element level, inline level properties. So this is inline and this is block. So inline elements fit in along other elements, so you can set your blocks, div blocks in inline fashion, and you can set your inline elements like the block elements, so it all happens using the display property. So stay with us and watch our whole series of CSS. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much.